Hello and welcome to this week's Emerge 5. In today's episode, we're looking at the top 5 B2B SaaS startups. Now, before we get into the list, we wanted to let you know about one of our partner events, CX Executive Think Tanks 2021, a fully virtual and designed event for senior customer experience executives across all industries. A half-day agenda, this immersive and collaborative format will ensure you maximize your time to network with the best of your peers and deep dive into the most pressing challenges and opportunities facing customer experience. Now on to the top 5 B2B SaaS startups. And at number 5, we have Sentinel. Sentinel is solving boat maintenance and logistics problems by bringing a boat's data online. Knowing where the boat is, its health and usage information are invaluable for boat rental businesses. In just 2 years, they reached a dominant position in Croatia by helping to bring their vision to life with IoT at sea. Number 4, InPlayer. InPlayer is the next generation video and digital asset monetization platform built on microservices. They want to make their clients more money from their library of online media assets, be they live, reoccurring, or on demand. Committed to innovation, they are able to support payments on any platform with any device and in many currencies. Number 3, Daybao. Daybao matches individuals, businesses, and institutions with appropriate construction companies, architects, and other professionals. The platform provides tools and guides to ease the process of renovation and construction, therefore brings transparency into the rigid space of the construction industry. Daybao is becoming the first point of contact for all European investors at the beginning of their project. Number 2, we have Cognism. Cognism is an end-to-end sales acceleration solution that provides sales organizations with a more efficient way to prospect. With its unique data asset and compliance engine, Cognism is helping to enrich CRM records, stream leads into the funnel, and is using artificial intelligence to surface opportunities and identify customer needs. And finally, at number 1, we have Orgnostic. Orgnostic aims to reshape the way human capital data is collected, interpreted, and consumed. The team builds a platform that primarily helps scale-ups jumpstart their people analytics and make crucial organizational development decisions based on data. With Orgnostic, you can ask and answer a range of questions regarding your organization processes, team effectiveness, culture, and leadership, and connect them to your business strategy delivery. And joining me now, I've got Luka Babic, who is the founder and CEO at Orgnostic. So Luka, welcome to the show and thanks for coming on today.
Thank you, Max. Thank you for the invite.
Very welcome. And as I was just kind of saying in the introduction there about Orgnostic, very interesting company in terms of like what you guys are offering and bringing to the table. But I really wanted to get it from your perspective. So could you tell me a little bit about Orgnostic from your point of view?
Yeah, definitely. So the things that are happening this and past year is that companies are kind of shifting to this more remote and hybrid models of work, and with that, the level of abstraction with the organizations and the ability to basically visualize that complexity within the organization is just becoming harder and harder. And traditionally, HR decisions, organizational people decisions had been made on a gut feeling. But in the recent kind of emergence of HR tech, there is a lot of data that is being generated in HR field that the companies are still kind of neglecting and leaving aside. And the idea was basically to help companies collect that data, structure it, and get insights from them so they can make smarter decisions about people and organizations.
Excellent. And as you say, that's kind of very important at the moment and how people are kind of shifting that focus. So it's going to be a useful tool for a lot of organizations going forward. So I also want to know, are there any things that you're kind of working on at the moment or things in the pipeline that you're excited about?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there are a lot of development in this field. A very cool thing that kind of separates us from a lot of companies in this field is that we are focusing on fast-growing startups, companies that are kind of looking to grow right now and that are looking to structure that data so they don't build a certain organizational depth and data depth along the way. So with that being said, we're working on a lot of this data health functionality so that companies can kind of assess what are the metrics and priorities that they should focus on based on the capabilities that they have. The other things that we're definitely kind of pushing forward our what if scenarios, abilities to kind of visualize alternative futures based on the current trends and certain data patterns. The other point as well is the sandbox environment, which one of the things that we would definitely be first on the market is this ability to give any company out there an access to a platform with a synthetic set of data they can first use to visualize kind of value proposition, and then after that to basically just enter their own data, start driving the platform like that.
I think that's a very important shift and a bit of a game changer when we're looking at this kind of industry. I'm curious as to what kind of, you're bringing in this sandbox environment, which is great, but what was the reason for bringing it in? What are the common challenges that you're kind of seeing that you're hoping to solve?
Yeah, well, one of the common challenges in the field is the fact that it's very hard to visualize the value proposition when it comes to analytics. One of the issues, for example, is the fact that data might be very scattered and the health of data might be very bad, so that you cannot really get anything valuable out of it. And that's anxiety that is creeping in with a lot of HR and C-level executives, that they don't have data that is in right shape so they can make good decisions out of it. So what we wanted to kind of help here is to ease out the process of being able to start small, really focus on a particular set of KPIs. The fear and the anxiousness around that kind of reduces, right? So, and as well as the cost, there's a certain cost that is inherent in getting this infrastructure right. And what we're doing differently than a lot of different companies is that we're not charging for the initial kind of setup, right? We give companies abilities to ingest data from different sources for free and start using it until they actually start getting the value from the data that they're generating. And I think that's a very important shift in mindset and the approach that is likely going to kind of increase the adoption of these kind of solutions.
Exactly that, and I think that's a very important approach to be taken going forward. So, Luke, all I can say is I wish you the best of luck with it. I'm sure it's going to be a massive success, and thanks for coming on today's show.
Thank you, Max, and good luck to you too.
And that's a wrap on this week's Emerge 5. Thank you to all of the companies we featured on this list and Orgnostic for appearing in our #1 slot with that fantastic interview. We'll be back next week with another episode. Until then, you can join the conversation at EM360 Tech on Twitter and LinkedIn. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, and of course, for more great daily content, please head on over to em360tech.com.